Okay, sixth graders, moving on to Chapter 7, Section 5, Solve and Write Division Equations. I can solve and write division equations. Okay, so we are going to talk today about division equations, and the opposite or inverse of division is multiplication. All right, so look at the first example. X divided by 4 equals 6. They're saying what divided by 4 equals 6. Well, if you think about it, 24 divided by 4 equals 6. 24 divided by 4 equals 6. Or 24 divided by 4 equals 6. I'm wanting you to understand this conceptually. Okay, what I need you to do is find your bridge. Left-hand side, right-hand side. Locate the variable. Okay, really what you have is you have an invisible 1 in front of that variable. Okay, and I want you to understand that you're going to do the opposite of division because that's what this line right here means. This line right here means division. And the opposite of that is multiplication. So we are going to multiply both sides, and that's how we're going to represent multiplication, by what we call the reciprocal of 1/4, which is 4 over 1. And because this is a whole number, I can just simply write my 4 over 1 as a 4. Okay, so 4 times 1 is 4. 1 times 4 is 4. That's 1. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So I'm simply left with x equals 24, which we already knew was the answer. Okay, so we're going to check it. We're going to start with the original equation, replace the x with the answer, so 24 divided by 4 equals 6. And is that a true statement? Yes. So 24 is the solution. Now I have to back up for 1 minute. I want to talk to you about a word I used, the reciprocal. All right, so let's write that. Reciprocal. It is simply the flipped fraction. We actually talked about reciprocal when we worked with dividing fractions. So just as a real quick review, the reciprocal of 2/3, flip the fraction, 3 over 2. The reciprocal of 5, well, because if we wrote 5 as a fraction, we would simply put it over 1. So you need to understand that the reciprocal of 5 is 1/5. Do you understand? Okay, so if I said what's the reciprocal of 1/2, you would say 2 over 1. Okay, so you always have to multiply by the reciprocal of whatever is with the variable. All right, look at example number 2. The Youngs are making 6 payments of $200 on their new television set. What was the cost of the television set? Okay, so we have total cost divided by 6 is $200. All right, so our equation would actually be C divided by 6 equals 200. Okay. Now remember, there's an invisible 1 in front of that C, so this is really 1/6. Okay. I need you to locate your bridge, locate your variable, recognize that this is division, and I'm going to do the opposite of that, and that's going to be multiplication. So what am I going to multiply both sides by? What is the reciprocal of 1/6? The reciprocal is 6 over 1. And because this is a whole number, I don't have to write 6 over 1. I can just write 6. Now that's gone because that's 1, and we're left with C equals 1,200. So the total cost is 1,200. Let's check it. Original equation, C divided by 6 equals 200. 1,200 divided by 6 equals 200. Well, I mean, maybe some of these problems you're going to actually have to see if it's true. So, yep. So, $1,200 is the solution. All right, look at example number 3. I wrote it like this on purpose because I don't want you to be confused by that forward slash. This is really 7 equals y divided by 3. I know, what do you guys think y equals? Because really what they're saying here is 7 equals what divided by 3? Okay, well let's look at this. Here's your bridge. Remember there's an invisible 1 in front of that y. I need you to recognize that that line right there, that means division, because we're going to do the opposite of division, which is multiply. So I'm going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 1/3. The reciprocal of 1/3 is 3 over 1. So I'm going to multiply by 3 over 1 here, and I can just multiply by 3 here. So this is gone. We're left with 1y, or just y, and we have 21. You can change it, you can flip it, it's okay, it doesn't matter. So let's check it. Let's see if we got the right answer. So the original equation is 7 equals y divided by 3. 7 equals 21 divided by 3. 7 equals 21 divided by 3 is 7. 21 is the solution. Okay guys, turn your paper over. You have several problems to do. Use your notes, re-watch the video if you need it. Show all of your work and check it. Come back and get a key, check for accuracy. Good luck guys.